Hello. This video is brought to you by my supporters on Patreon and my members on YouTube. Minasan, hontou ni arigatou gozaimasu. I really appreciate you. My name is Kurt. Today is the 13th day of December 2023, and this is my Good Life Meditation, an exercise that I do each and every morning, a little bit after waking up. It's now 4:45 a.m. I do this to remember my life objectives and principles, those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone, which you can get a copy of from the link down in the description. I recommend the hardbound edition. I also use this time to think about the last 24 hours and how I did with the various challenges and opportunities that I met, and any changes that might be unfolding. I've got one to share. I also then plan for the coming day, and then I prepare to die. Sounds so sober. But before I do any of that, I like to read a poem, and today I'm going to reread again the poem May 23, one more time. I like this poem by Edward Thomas about the season of May, this month and seeming season of May, the dawning season of May, spring in full blossom, full appearance, full presence is a better word, and the encounter of an old man, Jack Noman. May 23. There never was a finer day, and never will be. Let me try again. May 23. There never was a finer day, and never will be while May is May, the third and not the last of its kind. But though fair and clear, the two behind seemed pursued with tempests overpast, and the morrow, with fear that it could not last, was spoiled. Today, ere the stones were warm, 5 minutes of thunderstorm dashed it with rain, as if to secure by one tear its beauty the luck to endure. At midday, along the lane, old Jack Noman appeared again, jaunty and old, crooked and tall, and stopped and grinned at me over the wall, with a cowslip bunch in his buttonhole and one in his cap. Who could say if his roll came from flints in the road, the weather, or ale? He was welcome as the nightingale. Not an hour of the sun had been wasted on Jack. "I've got my Indian complexion back," said he. He was tanned, like a harvester, like his short clay pipe, like the leaf and burr that clung to his coat from last night's bed, like the ploughland crumbling red. Fair flowers were none on the earth than his cowslips wet with the dew of their birth, or fresher leaves than the cress in his basket. "Where did they come from, Jack?" "Don't ask it, and you'll be told no lies." "Very well, then I can't buy." "I don't want to sell. Take them, and these flowers too, free. Perhaps you have something to give me?" "Wait till next time. The better the day. The Lord couldn't make a better, I say." If he could, he never done. So off Jack went with his roll, walk, run, leaving his cresses from Oakshott Rill and his cowslips from Wheatham Hill. 'Twas the first day that the midges bite, but though they bit me, I was glad of it. Of the dust in my face, too, I was glad. Spring could do nothing to make me sad. Bluebills hid all the ruts in the copse. The elm seeds lay in the road like hops that fine day, May the 23rd, the day Jack Noman disappeared. Hold on just a second here. Let me study this just a second. I made a couple of errors there. Very well, did I? Oh, that's Jack continuing to talk all the way to there. Edward Thomas's poems are very hard to dissect. I get it. I've been reading it wrong. I'm going to read it again tomorrow. And he's quoted there too. I was glad of it. I was glad. Spring could have cups. Why is there no? Oh, good. I got it. I know how to read this now. I think. I'll read this one again tomorrow. It's coming to me. His poems are like puzzles to figure out and then to expose and read and understand. Gain is a good word for what happens with Edward Thomas's poems. Okay, last night and yesterday. Good sleep last night. I woke up just like the alarm. I went like this. I went, boink. The alarm went off. I know that happens a lot to people, but it doesn't happen to me much anymore. I tend to hear the alarm and then I wake up and then I'm off. It used to be back when I was young, I could wake up with the alarm or right before it, but that hasn't happened forever. Yesterday was a good day. I didn't feel like it was an intense day. My work day was like this, but there were like 2 spikes of productivity in that last 3 or 4 hours of the day. Just brought it all back. I didn't feel like, and I told Yumiko this, I said, I don't feel like I'm being as productive as I need to be, as I like to be. I need to feel productive at work. But then I made it up for it in spades in the afternoon with those 3 meetings. Wow. And it gives me something good to do today. I'm ready. It was a good day. The thing I wanted to share was that, and I think I mentioned this a couple times before, one of my principles is called the pirate ride, which is just basically a funny way to say that I don't believe free will is true. I don't believe we have free will. I guess I'm nearly a determinist. Throw in a little bit of randomness in the universe due to quantum strangeness, but other than that, our lives are stories that are being told by the universe at large. We're living them out. It's our story to unfold and discover. But I never really believed it until recently, until this week. It was just something I suspected was true, so I laid it out as a principle called the pirate ride. It was a video by a guy called the Cosmic Skeptic. Funny name, but compelling young man. Good thinker, good speaker. And he made a video about something that the title, I think, was Why We're Not Free. And he won me over. Won me over not just in terms of argument, but belief. I believe it now. Deep inside, I've been convinced that free will isn't true. And it's rather a startling transformation in my worldview. I know it's one thing to say that we're not free, and then to imagine the consequences. It's another thing to be on the other side of those consequences now. It's very liberating, and it doesn't mean that we wind up suddenly not giving a damn. It's just, I care, and I take action, and I think, and I deliberate. I realize these are my opportunities to improve myself in the world, but I also realized that I was basically determined since the onset of the universe that these chain of events would unfold. Not particularly these particular events, because like I said, there's too much quantum uncertainty to say exactly what will happen. But what will happen, I would never be able, I believe, you could sum it up in this, I don't believe I could ever have made, if I could rewind the universe, ever make any decision that I made differently. That's kind of the crux of the matter. Nor could any of us. What it does is it takes off the edge. Like, the woe is the world that they have to go through this. They basically, there's no other option. We each have to live out our story, human and animal and plant. So I'll leave it at that. Startling. I mean, I can hardly describe to you what it feels like, what it's like to operate with a mind that believes this now, that believes that free will isn't true. Okay, as for the good life, let's do it. My 8 principles are, objectives that is, to be always ready to die, to make good and effective use of time, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles, to cultivate good emotional reactions, to perform good actions, to recognize true limits and true opportunities, to do just one thing at a time, and do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully, and to keep my balance. My 35 principles now, including the pirate ride, are war, reason, homunculus, anchor hold, home of good and evil, purpose, atomic principle, principle of nature, the pirate ride, maturity, social principle, family, public speaking, temperance, life will not go well, the horror show, that which must be born, the feast of Woeful, distraction, agency, and the great indifference, the best seat in the house, the restless man, the path of wildness, the great life adventure, the risk of avoiding risk, sin and damnation, complete oblivion, the season of philosophy, script writing, the bullseye aim, the uphill climb, arena and utility, nothing is enough, the principle of fun, and being prepared. Felt like I got them all. Am I ready? What am I going to do today? Today's a day of work, but I've got an office meeting, big meeting today, annual holiday party, so I'll go into the office to enjoy that, and I will capitalize on those 3 incredibly productive meetings in the afternoon yesterday and leverage those into some correspondence today. I'll have a productive day. It'll be a good day. Oh, and I have 52 Mondays left. Yumiko's got 15 Mondays left. Counting down Mondays. Am I ready to die? Are my affairs in order? Yeah. Are my relationships sound? Yes. Is my life's work complete? Yes. I wish you all the best. Be safe, but not too safe. Take care. I will move forward and up. I will rarely stop, and I will never